Rocky Long Aztecs getting a post-Turkey Day Friday afternoon start. In fact, a high noon start against New Mexico. What do you say we get straight to the crowd where all eyes are on Rashad Penny, the running back who is dissed by the Doak Walker Selection Committee. You can bet lots of pennies are on their way to Dallas. Rashad getting started very quickly as he goes 41 yards on his first carry of the ball game. But it's Kahali getting the honors in the end zone. The play-action pass from Christian Chapman for the early lead. Penny would visit the end zone in the second quarter. Boy, that's a pretty simple lead play, and it ends up no one putting a hand on him for 20 yards, 14-0. Second half, and check out this blocking scheme as Penny goes right up the gut again. Nobody puts a hand on him. Another 200-yard performance by Rashad Penny, the final score, 35-10. Meanwhile, 100 miles to the north, the basketball Aztecs are doing battle with Georgia. Steve Fisher looking on. Mission Hills grad Cam Rooks not excited about this. He gets blocked, and the Bulldogs take it the other way for the slam jam. But clutch hoops by Saintsman Trey Kell and Wildcat Devin Watson make this one a 1-point deficit at the break. It goes back and forth in the second half. The Aztecs staying it thanks to defense like this from Malik Pope. And on the offensive side of things, Matt Mitchell puts in 13 as 4 Aztecs finish in double figures. Folks, SEC, who cares? San Diego State beats up on Georgia. They'll play Washington State in the championship on Sunday. The final score, 75-68. But now to the main event. It is the rematch. Torrey Pines taking on Mission Hills. I am joined, of course, by Coach Troy Starr, but I have a third coach with us. We had Ed Burke here a little while ago. Please welcome Coach the Shack, Coach John Shacklett. Guys, do you have to win a game like tonight? Do you have to win a section title to call it a successful season?
I don't think you do. I think Grossmont is a perfect example of that this year. You know what? They don't have one player that could start for Helix or Mission Hills. They made it to the open division. They took Mission Hills to the wire, lost 52-42. Got the maximum out of his team, exceeded expectations.
That makes it a successful season. Coach Shack, would you like to opine on the subject?
Well, I agree. I don't think you have to win the championship to have a successful season. Participating in high school athletics is such a great learning experience that you really are looking at how the kids successfully get through it, how they perform in school, and how it affects them in a positive manner.
What's the year that you consider a non-championship year but consider successful?
Well, I'll pick one. 96 was a good year. We were highly rated in the state, but we got upset in the last ball game against Vista, and of course we didn't win it, but we had a great season.
Your best non-championship team?
2009 Helix, we went 9-5 with the JV team, and they were going to be state champs.
All right, well, let's continue our talk. We have Torrey Pines and Mission Hills here, but back at the Falcon Nest, there's a ball game going on. Rick Willis joins us from there.
Yeah, that's right. We have a Division III matchup going on here between San Pasqual and Santa Fe Christian. I want to show you something. We're post-Turkey Day, but look at the turnout from San Pasqual. I mean, they've been filtering in ever since they opened the gates. Because you know what? They just love football up there, and then you across the way, that's the Santa Fe Christian. But it just goes to show the difference. You know, you got a public school versus private school. There's the argument of, you know, what should we break down divisions like that? But that's for a later date. I also want to point out there's still 5 Avocado League teams playing tonight. Not that there's a North County bias, but I'm just letting you know these are 2 North County teams as well. Now, a good part of my night is when people come up and bring food. This is our latest bat of food. This is from Frankie Catafias from her favorite Italian restaurant up there in Orange County, and I'm pretty happy about it. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on this. And Matt, what do they have for you at Helix? Anything good?
Yeah, well, as we mentioned, there are 2 Silver Pigskin finalists going head-to-head in this one. Number 3, San Marcos, against number 2, Helix. We caught up with Isaac Taylor Stewart already, and it sounds like he's going to be matched up a lot with the guy on the other side, Kyle Phillips. We caught up with him as well.
Yeah, like you said, this is the first time for us. So, I mean, it's very important to our school, and we're facing a very talented Helix team, very fast. So, I mean, we're so excited for it, and you can just expect a good physical game.
Yeah. Now, you are one of our Silver Pigskin finalists. If you couldn't vote for yourself, but you had to vote for somebody else, who would your vote go for?
That's a tough one because my top 3 would be Jack, Moses, or Isaac because I've played with them since I was a young kid. We all played on the same team in 8th grade, but
A lot of pressure.
I don't know if I could answer that one. I'm gonna go with Jack Tuttle because, I mean, he's one of my close friends since I was like 3 years old, so I'm gonna go with Jack.
All right, that's all from us out here right now. Let's go over to Allison Edmonds at Granite Hills.
Thank you, Matt. Yes, I'm out here at Granite Hills High School where they're getting ready to take on the Steele Canyon Cougars in this Division II semifinal. Both teams coming off of upsets last week. Granite Hills is the number 3 seed, defeated number 6 seed, defeated number 3 seed Valley Center last week. Steele Canyon is the number 7 seed, defeated number 2 seed Bishops last week. Both teams are pretty comparable. Earlier on in the season, Granite Hills defeated the Cougars by 1 score at the very end of the game. So both teams are super hungry to come out here tonight and make their way to the CIF championship game next week. It will be the Granite Hills Eagles' first championship since 1979 and Steele Canyon's first championship appearance ever in school history if that happens. And so many fans out here tonight despite the Thanksgiving holiday. It's great to see so many people out here in this East County matchup to cheer on these two teams. We will have the full highlights for you at 10:30 p.m. tonight on the Prep Pigskin Report. But for now, John Soderman, I will send it down to you in the South Bay.
Well done, my dear. It's going to be a real dogfight. The words of Eastlake coach Dean Troppin describing the matchup tonight between the Eastlake Titans and the Carlsbad Lancers. The big headline is Eastlake's tremendous turnaround from last year. Finished up the season at 2-9. They bounced back this year at 9-2. Coach Trop has only been a head football coach on the high school level for not even 2 years, now looking at the possibility of a division championship. All the highlights, first game out of the chute tonight on the PPR. Maddie Sinclair, take it away.
All right, thanks, Soderman. Well, I am out here at San Diego High School for the small school game of the week. Now, Central Spartans made that 113-mile drive out to San Diego to take on the Cavers in the Division IV semifinals. The Spartans have made the semifinals twice before, back in 2013 and 2014, but never the finals. Now, head coach David Pena, first year at Central, has done a great job because the Spartans enter 10-1. Now, on the other side of the field, you have the San Diego Cavers, who have not made the semifinals since 1969. That's 48 years. But this year is different. The Cavers are undefeated, and they are hungry for that win. Thanksgiving might have made them full, but a win tonight would be the icing on the cake or the whipped cream on that pumpkin pie. So some of the names that you will hear tonight on the highlights will be Thomas Marcus, Raiden Hunter, and Jaden Wickware. The Spartans and Cavers have played twice before, and the Spartans have won both times. So make sure you catch the highlights of this game later on tonight on the Prep Pigskin Report. Paul, back to you.
Maddie, do you have a teleprompter out there? What a great job. Maddie Sinclair, everybody. Hey, just a quick reminder, we have all our crews are uploading what we call Hogcasts to the website immediately after the show is over tonight on the PPR. Sidebar stories, things you might not know about. Here's one of my favorite. This is Red Jacket Sam Fleming from a week ago.
Sam Fleming out at La Jolla High School with Coach Allen. Coach Allen, tell me, what makes Moses such a special player?
Well, I just think he has obviously a lot of athletic talent, but just the way he competes every day, competes with himself, competes at practice. Not just a kid that has a lot of talent that, goes out and just treats the game the way it is. He really works hard, and it's fun to watch. He's a great leader on and off the field.
It's just preparation, listening to our coaches, working out, practicing how we want to play. It's all preparation. I wouldn't say anything too serious. I think I just got lucky, and I'm on a team with a great group of guys, and they kind of just like me, I guess.
Oh, and don't forget this, the fan vote is going on. I want you to take a look at the bottom of the screen. Over almost 17,000 votes have been cast. Tuttle and Taylor Stewart are separated by 4 fan votes. After 17,000 votes, don't forget, Tuesday, December 12th, we're inside the hangar bay of the USS Midway Museum to announce the 19th name to be etched on the most coveted trophy in all of high school sports. But, Coach, nobody's thinking about the Silver Pigskin right now. What is going on behind us as we are now 4 minutes away from kickoff? What would be going through your mind this time of the year?
Well, I think it's just making sure as a coach that you don't do anything to screw it up, that you make sure you have all your calls, and because the kids are counting on you. You want to make sure that you do a good job. You mentally prepared them. You did all the fundamental stuff. You practice all the things you needed to practice. Then you let the chips fall.
Were you a big guy on scripting plays in advance and running the first 15 plays?
No, we scripted situations. All the different situations, 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long, goal line, all that other stuff.
So
no.
We're looking at Mission Hills coming out to the center field. Torrey Pines over, obviously on the other side of the 50. there's a certain amount of intimidation going on here as you try to. At this point in the season, nobody's afraid of anybody. They know each other too well, right?
That's right. The hay's in the barn. They're ready to go. These guys have already played each other. That was a great game. I think you're going to have a great game tonight.
And you're sticking with the Torrey Pine prediction.
I am.
You're walking against the wheel there. Everybody's picking Mission Hills.
I know. That's probably why you should pick them, because I'm picking the other one.
And here come the Falcons. All right. Well, on behalf of the entire Pre-PR crew, this might be our final installment of the season. Not sure about that. We'll know more about that coming up. But it's been a hoot. And don't forget the Silver Pigskin Gala, December 12th. But right now, the show is over. We send it back to the studio.